Star Wars Geek Girls. They're geek girls that like Star Wars. And sometimes cry.
Hello and welcome to Star Wars Geek Girl. As usual, I'm here with Lizzie.
Hello.
And we do not have much Star Wars news to talk about. Not much Star Wars. I just see Batman, but that's not Star Wars.
Was it good? I heard it was good.
I loved it. I thought it was so crazy good. Just amazing.
That's cool.
Yes. I mean, I don't know much about Batman because I'm sure some people are like, oh, well, in the comics, it was like this. But I was just like, whoa, Batman, you know?
Yeah.
So I liked it a lot.
Makes sense.
So yeah, but that's not Star Wars. For Star Wars, there's obviously always comic things going on. Not caught up on all that. Maybe will be someday. Just someday.
One day.
One day.
My dad's screaming at us to the car.
I know. I'm thinking this summer I should finish all the books for reading and rereading. So then I'm just gonna start binging comics. That's my plan.
That's easy to do.
Yes, because I have that Marvel app, and even though I prefer physical comics, the app is portable and less expensive than buying all of them.
Yeah, that's fair.
So there's that. Anyway, Star Wars news we can talk about. They revealed some Lego Star Wars dioramas that are going to be coming out. Is it diorama or diorama?
I think it's diorama, right?
Diorama. You're probably right.
Rama. I don't know.
It's a dia something.
I know that the only thing that not the only thing, but when I misspelled something in like elementary school, which was baloney, I was made fun of for a long, long time. So I just go, I think it's diorama or Rama. I don't know though. And I say, I don't know after everything.
Dioramen.
I don't actually know. Ramen?
Dioramen.
Dioramen?
Mm-hmm. Dioramen.
What's the N?
It's just because ramen. It's the noodles.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
I thought you like looked it up.
No.
I was like,
no.
Where?
I just said dioramen.
Heard, yes.
So yeah, they look really cool. I'm always like, man, I need to get a Lego Star Wars set just because I feel like building Legos is like a great mental health thing, and I don't do it. But I would like to. So these look really cool. There's one of a like the Death Star trench, and it has like little Luke's X-wing and some TIE fighters chasing him. That's pretty neat. And then there's one of Yoda's hut with there's like the water with like the wing of the X-wing
it's like
poking out.
Just one wing.
Yeah, just one. There's a little R2. Is there Luke there? Yes, he's upside down. He was blending in with the hut. Behind him. Like trees and stuff. That one looks really cute. And I like the water. I think it looks neat. And then the last one is from New Hope. It's the trash compactor.
I think that one looks cool.
Yes, with Leia and Luke and Han and Chewie stuck in the gross garbage.
Garbage.
Yeah, looks like they're all going for like $70, $80.
$80 for that tiny.
Let me see. Okay, so the X-wing is $60. Yoda's hut is $80. And the trash compactor is $90.
Awesome. So for mental health and building Legos, let's not get those ones.
Yeah. We'll find ones on sale at Target.
I went to go open the door for a classmate, and they were holding like a Target bag, and I could just see like Lego Batman, and I couldn't see what it actually was, and I was like, oh, are you gonna build Legos? And they were like, yeah. what do you people can build like grown adults can build like, and I was like, yeah, I'm not judging you. I am far from judging you. And I was like, what is it? And they were like, oh, it's a Batmobile. I was like, oh, that's really cool. Have fun.
Batman. I will say something that looks really cool is the trash compactor one. You can actually push the walls in and squish them, which is probably why it's more expensive than the others. Which is really cool.
That is really cool, actually. That's the first image that I saw of it.
Yeah.
And then I saw the other one. I was like, oh, I wonder if they're two separate. But then I realized they're pushing it in. I understand.
Yeah, you can actually squish it. Which is pretty neat. So that's the Legos. I think they're super neat. I will build Legos someday.
Yes.
Someday.
What Legos would you want to build?
My dream would be to build the ghost, for obvious reasons. But let me see if the price has changed since I last looked up. Yeah. So Lego Star Wars The Ghost, with the Phantom, is used on eBay, $428. Because I'd want a big one, not like a little one that you can do in 20 minutes. I want the process,
Yeah.
But it's $428. Used on eBay. There's this new sealed one on eBay for $700.
Jeez.
So here's one for $988. So yeah. Oh, there's a mini one. The micro fighters, which are super tiny, going for $277. So maybe not that one, but
maybe one day.
Someday I will build Legos.
What other one?
I don't know. I wouldn't be picky, I guess. But I just want a big one that I can make. Like spend time on. The problem is the big ones are the expensive ones.
Yeah. True.
Someday I will be a grown up and get to buy Legos.
Yes.
That's when I know I'm a grown up. And when I have my own Xbox, that's when I'm a real grown up.
Wonder when I'm a real grown up. I don't know. I kind of bought conchas and that was it. That's grown up, right?
Yeah.
I think I'll be a grown up when I learn to drive a car, which will be never. So.
Oh. You mean like Peter Pan?
Yeah.
Scary. Yeah. So the other Star Wars news that came out this week was an excerpt from the Shadow of the Sith book, which is about Luke and Lando, because in Rise of Skywalker, Lando's like, oh yeah, Luke and I did this big adventure for Sith artifacts and stuff. And we're all like, wait, what? And we're gonna get a book about that now. Which I think is super cool. I like Luke, I like Lando. Gonna be a cool team up. And I actually didn't read the excerpts. I never read the whole excerpts because I don't want to read it and then read the book. I'm like, I read this already. But it says that they are surviving. It says Luke Skywalker fights to survive Exegol in this excerpt, which is interesting that he went to Exegol. Or maybe had a vision there. I'm not sure. But very excited for this book to come out and to read it and then watch The Rise of Skywalker again and be like, makes more sense now. Not that it didn't make sense, but I like having the extra context.
Yes, put all the pieces together.
Yeah, that's what when I read the From a Certain Point of View book for A New Hope or Empire, and then I watched the movie. I'm like, hey, that guy's running to go blah blah blah. I know what he's doing.
Yes.
It's just cool little things like that.
Yes.
I think that was really it.
There wasn't much. They gave us an Obi-Wan thing, and then they were like, "Yeah, you guys are done, right? Yeah, cool. Bye."
You don't need anything else to Celebration, right? Yeah. I guess the other thing I keep seeing my TikTok is just Lego Star Wars. Like a lot of Lego Star Wars. And it's making me very excited for the game. They are seeing, I don't know, they say they're leaking. It seems like a lot to leak. It might be a little bit on purpose in my opinion. But we can see some of the playable characters. So obviously you have like, every outfit of like main characters, but you also have I'm very excited for Claude.
Claude?
To play as Claude, yes.
Claude
Uh-huh.
that I posted about because none of my friends like Claude.
Yes, the Claude. You'll be able to play him in Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga.
Dang. Now I
You will
actually have to
also
play it.
be able to play as shirtless Ben Swolo, one
Oh.
would say. There was a lot. There was some I was really surprised by. And then also there's going to be DLCs to play characters like, that aren't in the saga, but like characters like Ahsoka, the Bad Batch. I can't find, and like characters from the Mandalorian too. And I can't find anything saying the Ghost Crew, which makes me sad. But you can play like they have like like the Rogue One crew, like Fennec, Mando characters, Bad Batch. I cannot find the Ghost Crew, which makes me a little sad. But I'm sure there'll be a DLC for it. You can also play characters from Solo, which is nice.
Yeah, but those are also like Rebels has its own show. Like
I know there's also no like I can't find like Rex either. Like the Ahsoka you play as would be Mando Ahsoka, like part of the Mando pack, from my understanding. So there's no like Clone Wars or Rebels or I wasn't expecting Resistance, but it'd be pretty nice to play characters from Resistance.
Yeah.
There's none of that. There's Bad Batch, but no Rebels.
No Rebels.
Wait. It looks like Omega's not here too either, actually, from the Bad Batch pack. It's just like the main Bad Batch, I guess, plus Echo. So that's interesting. Maybe they'll add more, please. You can play as it says you can play as a Porg.
Hopefully.
Which will be top tier gameplay.
Yes, but I'd also love to play as Sabine or as
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. But getting to play as a Porg softens the blow a little bit.
Okay.
But yeah, they got Claude, got good old Jocasta Nu.
I can't argue with Claude.
No, never. Who else? There's someone else where I was like, what? I would also like to play as I forgot what I was gonna say. Never mind. Wow. Anyway, yeah, lots of characters to play as. Pretty much every character in the movies and everything. But yes. So it's exciting. Hopefully they'll do a DLC with like Clone Wars and Rebels, at least Rebels, because a lot of the Clone Wars characters are in it, because they're also in other things. But like, my Rebels, please. You can play the Jawa too, which is exciting.
Always been able to play a Jawa.
Yes, I just like being a Jawa. Oh, you can play as the Master Code Breaker, not DJ. You can play as DJ too, but you can play as the Master Code Breaker, who's in like 2 shots with the fancy mustache and all that.
Oh, yes, I do know. The person they were supposed to talk to, and then they were like, DJ.
Yes. It looks like they say Roger, who I assume is Roger from the Freemaker Adventures, which is cool. Oh, and also they have Mr. Bones from the Aftermath books.
Oh.
Which is really cool. I hope he has the most amazing voice lines ever, or I'm going to be really disappointed. But yeah, and Sice Noodles.
Sassy.
So
I
yeah.
will not attempt to do the voice anymore.
Okay.
I'm not little enough. Like that used to be through like before puberty.
I see. That's okay. Yeah, so Lego Star Wars. The gameplay also looks really cool. It's not because I don't know how much you played the old Lego games, but I used to play them all the time. And it was very like you walk up, mash the hit button, and like you can jump. And that was it. For this gameplay, seems to have a lot more like combos and like special combat things, which is really cool. And I'm very excited for this game. Super, super excited.
Super.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think that's all the Star Warsies.
Yeah. Again, they didn't like they gave us things and they were like, yeah, good luck.
This is enough. Yeah. Not that I don't love that Kenobi trailer, but we still have 2 months roughly till Kenobi comes out. A little less. A day less as of when we're recording this. Yeah, so then Anaheim happens in 2 months. I don't know what we'll have between that. Don't think very much. Or I mean the Lego game comes out in April. But that's really it. Oh, Queen's Shadow comes out in a week. 2 weeks, I guess. Not Queen's Shadow, Queen's Hope. I'm reading Queen's Shadow right now. Yes. That's all the Star Wars I can think of. Is there any new Star Wars you can think of?
No, not really.
Well, guess we can wrap it up there. Super short podcast, not as much to talk about. Maybe there will be something next week, maybe not. We'll see what happens. We'll do plugs. So Star Wars Geek Girl Facebook page is Star Wars Geek Girl, Twitter and Instagram at SW Geek Girl. Then StarWarsGeekGirl.com. There's a poll every month, book reviews on Mondays, quizzes on Wednesdays, and blog articles on Fridays.
For the Rouge Rebels, it's theroguerebels.com, Instagram and TikTok at the Rogue Rebels, Twitch at Rogue Rebels, podcast wherever you're listening to Star Wars Geek Girl, Facebook page The Rogue Rebels, and Twitter at Rogue Rebels Fan.
Thank you so much for listening to Star. Oh, what?
Oh, I was just gonna say one day I'm gonna say it all like without like really really fast and without breathing.
I believe in you. It's a good goal. Thank you for listening to Star Wars Geek Girl. May the Force be with you. I was Zoe.
I was Lizzie.
May the Force be with you, and goodbye.
Goodbye.
Star Wars Geek Girls. They're geek girls that like Star Wars. And sometimes cry.